Hey, and welcome to the Drive Your Line podcast. This is where we talk about everything karting, all aspects, chassis, engines, manufacturers, rules, races, series, and so much more. Be sure to come back and listen. Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm Christy Kendall-Cox. I'm your host for the Drive Your Line podcast. And tonight we have one of our superstars in the sport of karting and former world champion Lake Speed will be joining us. I'm sure, as always, when we had the show previously and Lake was on with us, it was a hit. We had a lot of people viewing. We had a lot of people commenting. And tonight's not going to be any different, ladies and gentlemen. Please submit your questions on our Facebook live feeds, my feed, Christy Kendall-Cox, or on driveyourline.com or the Drive Your Line podcast. Any of those will work beautifully. And we are happy to get any questions to Lake if we have time and we can get them answered. Few things, just normal updates, news and views from around the industry. We have Savannah, which is Southern Kart Club, World Karting Association, Round 2, National Points Race, Ultimate Karting Challenge, Race 1. So this is Race 1 of the Ultimate Karting Challenge. After that, they go to Mid-Ohio. I'm really looking forward to this series. This is something new between AKRA and WKA. And this shows a really solid decision-making process from both organizations to have solidarity in promoting our sport, coming together and offering another layer for awards and prizes. And I cannot be more proud of both organizations coming to the table together. In other news, we have SCUSA this weekend. Florida Winter Tour is definitely on tap again. We have sprint racing ramping up once again, and we have CK&A in Biloxi next weekend. So I believe that that is currently open on Race Select. So Race Select has CK&A South entries open. If there's anybody else that would like to tag in the side menu on our Facebook page on Drive Your Line podcast, please, or on my personal page, please feel free to post that information there. Shameless plug for Marcus Pardue and myself. If you go to coastalkarting.com, we are holding a VKA event that is going to be held in collaboration with a handful of CIK classes. So we're mixing the velocity of vintage with the new shiny, very fast and very cool CIK style classes, both 206 junior, cadet, KA 100, KA senior, and mini Swift. That will be in Biloxi, October 30th, 31st. It's a 2-day event. It's a Friday practice with a Saturday race day. Sunday, we will reserve for a rain date. If we have an enormous amount of entries, then please let me know if you're interested in racing on Sunday, and we can see about making that happen. Again, that's coastalkarting.com, and you can go and register, select your pit space, get your pit passes, everything done in one spot, and there is a picture for every class. So since there's a vast difference between VKA classes and CIK classes, please be sure that what you see on the screen is what your go-kart identifies as. So be sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. If you make a mistake, just give us a call. We're happy to fix it for you. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that's more important than speaking with Lake. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to bring up, no, we're not. Lake has disappeared.
What? Nah.
There he is. So it's not a Houdini trick.
No.
Lake,
I didn't know you needed me to be there, so I had laid it down on the desk.
Thank you for joining us and giving me the pleasure of having you on the Drive Your Line podcast. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just 2 arms and 2 legs like everybody else.
Yeah, but a ton of talent and a heck of a brain, and that's what we're here for.
God just had a special plan, that's all.
Well, I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it was you.
Me too.
So since we last spoke, you had your cup car. You were going to VIR with it. Tell us where that project is now.
It's sitting back there in the shop under a cover.
Any plans for it?
It was a really fun thing to do. you know, I don't know if you know the whole history behind it, but I was sitting there one day in the shop, and Junior walks in and says, Dad, could we borrow one of those engines you got sitting back there on the floor? And he said, I'll rebuild it completely for you for nothing. I said, well, that's a hard deal to pass up.
Yeah, it
And
is.
so they went and they did the engine thing, you know, did all the podcasts or whatever you call them, where everybody could watch them
Yeah,
redo the engine. And
all the documentation.
that whole thing was very successful. And people started asking them, well, we want to see it in a car. And so Stapleton was saying, well, where are we going to find a car? And I said, well, the one it came out of sitting right there under a cover. And so we took it and freshened it all back up, put the motor in it, and went to the racetrack. The first time we went, had some issues with the brake, and master cylinder had gone bad somehow or another. And so the brakes would just get tighter and tighter and tighter to lock it down finally. So we had to come back and find the problem, found the problem,
Sorted
and
it out.
went back up there and had a blast. That thing was a rocket. And it was about 100 horsepower more than I'd ever had in it before. So it was
Oh, wow.
it was a real thrill. Put a couple of
So
gear sets, higher gear ratio in it. It still got on the rev limiter. So it
I
was
bet the
cool.
people at VIR had a treat.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a couple of guys up there that run regularly said, "Whew, where that thing goes, man." They were impressed.
I know that there's a video of it. If I think about it after
Oh,
the podcast, I'll snag the link and we'll post it. That way
Stapleton
people know
42.
absolutely. I'll be happy to post that up for you, Lake.
Sure.
So, last we spoke, you were making some transitions, trying to free up some of your personal time so you can do more
Yeah.
things that you enjoy doing in life.
Hmm.
And where has that led you today?
So far, it's just a whole lot of work trying to get this done. When you hand it off, I don't know, man. I had my fingers in so many things. It's crazy. So we've got a management company that's trying to work out getting all the details done and still managing a couple of things. I was almost late getting here because I was cleaning up with one of their things they hadn't gotten done quite right yet, and just just stuff. And my shop looked like a tornado went through it or something. It's all the stuff's there, but it's just, gosh dang, covered up, and it became a family storage room, just for a little while. We won't leave it there very long. It was like 5-10 years ago. So I'm trying to get all that stuff cleaned out so I can get my
So,
shop reorganized, have it where it's something that I'm proud to have people walk in and look at it, and get my kart part really active again. I hadn't been able to be near as active with my karting stuff the last few years.
that was my next question. So,
Yeah.
where's your karting path taking you? What's your goal for this year? You want to turn more laps? You want to help people? What is it that Lake Speed wants to give to the sport?
A little bit of everything, actually. I want to get my karts. I want to. There's some things I want to do yet to them that I hadn't been done in the vintage area. I try to go out to track house. I'd like to get out, be able to go out there once a week, but it usually turns out to be more once or twice a month. And just because I like driving them, and it's great exercise, and it just keeps you sharp and fun. And then I
And
also would like to hang out around the track a little bit more, and try to evangelize a little bit. Just ask people if they need help, they need somebody to pray with them, or whatever it might take.
I cannot picture a better person for that task than
Hmm.
yourself.
Well, I've been involved with MRO, Motor Racing Outreach. We were
Yep.
at the beginning of that, and then it's been extremely successful in the stock car program, and then several other forms of racing, motorcycles and sports cars, and even Formula One there for a little while. But never really had anything in karting, and I'd kind of like to maybe see if we can't get something going like that in karting.
When you go to the track nowadays, or when you hope to go to the track, what's what's your favorite package to drive and why?
Oh, the sea open cart, man, that twin engine thing is a rocket ship. I mean,
Yeah.
there's very few race cars that have that kind of power to weight ratio.
Oh,
And, you
yeah.
know, and back in my karting days, I built my first twin engine go-kart when I was probably about 14. And
No kidding. What
so
was it?
it was twin Mac 45s, big
Wow.
45s. And, now I've ran twin engine karts all my karting career, as long, not only the twin engine karts, but I ran them for sure every year.
So what do you have currently for modern karts, CIK stuff?
Uh, KAs, I got a few KAs, got an X30, and then Chambers, like Junior, it's got one of these four cycles, overhead valve four cycle things that they use in Europe a lot, that runs about the same as a X30.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
it's the power band on it's quite a bit different. It's got a tremendous amount of mid range, but it's a fun thing to ride too. So that's what I'll go out and play with those.
Are we gonna see at many VKA events here in the future?
I hope to be at a lot of them if I
Awesome.
can just get this place cleaned up here. Trying to sell off a lot of the memorabilia that we have left over. I've been putting a pretty big dent in that. We're down to where now mostly it's clothing, like sponsor shirts and things of that nature. I think there's a helmet left and a couple other odds and ends, a few little die cast things or whatever, but pretty much it's almost all gone. And once that's done, then that's going to really help me get freed up and start cleaning the
Awesome.
shop up a little better and getting organized and getting going.
Well, don't forget
Bought me
about.
a new truck.
Oh, what'd you buy?
Bought me a new truck to haul a trailer. Pretty
Nice.
serious move forward. Yes, this is. I'm planning on going down the highway son.
That's always progress, right? You gotta break that thing in. It needs
Yep.
a road trip.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep.
there'll be that road trip from North Carolina to Mississippi in October, don't forget.
No
We have our
problem. No
VKA
problem.
event.
It's on the calendar. It's on the.
That's what I wanna hear. That's what I wanna hear. So, last time we spoke,
Mhm.
I know that I've brought you up to speed on anything that we've done at the old Buddy Butts Park or what we
Yeah.
weren't able to do. Just this past week, the
Mhm.
airfield pavilion burned to the ground. And it was quite
Oh
a
yeah.
challenge to get emergency crews and stuff back there. So, unfortunately, we're no longer involved with that development at the track. Well, we're just not there currently, but we are working on something here in the state, and I should have something else to report on that here pretty soon. I'm gonna say, next 30 days. But it's going to be very exciting for our sport, very exciting for the state, and, it's gonna be a lot of work, but it will be worth bringing it here for everyone. And, we hope that, we can have some sort of announcement here in the next 30 days for sure. So I'll keep you up to speed on all that. When you
Oh,
are
good.
going
You bet.
through your shop, what kind of memories? I mean, obviously, there's things that you see, that you experience. What kind of memories are your favorite looking back in your career?
Mhm. It's kind of interesting you ask that. It's we had some highlights. We had won a race, but there were so many of them that we almost won. And one
Oh.
weekend, or actually it's probably a 2 weekend in a row thing that was probably one of the highlights of my whole experience. I think it was in '93. Uh, they had the Winston Select, I guess they call it, whatever, the $1 million race was on the first weekend. And then the 500, the 600 was the next weekend. Well, that was one of those periods of time where we were racing out of my shop with my car, our engines, our crew, everything, and our, low budget operation with Purex as the sponsor. And we had just changed over a couple of weeks before, or a couple of races before, from General Motors stuff to Ford. Uh, at the time, we couldn't even buy the latest General Motors heads. They wouldn't even sell me we were low budget team, whatever, and they didn't have that many of them out. So we couldn't even get the castings for them. So Kawicki he was operating his shop just up the road here about a mile. And his guys told me, said, Lake, you ought to change over to Ford, man. He said, you can buy those Robert Yates heads and just bolt them on. They cost like less than $3,000 and they make over 700 horsepower if you don't even touch them. And so anyway, we said, all right, we're better. That's the only thing we can do if we're going to try to be competitive. So if you want me, this is a little bit of a long story, but it's
That's
really
okay.
good. All right. So we're going to switch over and we got to change the sheet metal and everything on the car. So cut the body up and do all that work to get the car done. And I said, we don't know anything about Ford. I'm just going to call Robert and see if he's got something used from Yates and see if he's got something used he'd sell us. And my engine builder that worked for me said, yeah, before I moved to the States, I was building Fords in Australia all the time. That was what we did. I said, well, that sounds good. And so we went down there and bought this old used motor from Robert. And he was kind enough to let us go back to the shop and have his guys show us how to plumb it. And, because everything about him was different. I mean, the plumbing, all of where the oil lines around, just everything about it was different. So they told us and showed us, what to do. And we did all that. Went to the next race and we ran. And, we ran a little better than we normally did, but not much. There wasn't nothing too excited about it. And my engine guy said, Blake, how about let me go through that engine and see if I can't get her going a little better? And he did. And we went to Charlotte. And after the first practice rounds were through, Robert and his son walked up to us, come down there to our garage here and said, hey, that's not the engine we sold you, is it, in that car? I said, yeah, it is. And they looked at us a little bit and he said, wait a second, that thing is supposed to run that fast. Because at the time we were running 2 to 3 tenths of a second faster than anybody at the racetrack.
Oh my.
And hands down. Even that article, I still got the article in the Charlotte paper talking about before the 600 that there was a sleeper out there that's faster than everybody else out there and nobody's seen him and paying attention to him, but it's Lake Speed. So anyway, we get in that race and you had to, if you won races, you were automatically in it, but if they had the last chance to kind of race it, the guys that hadn't won had to race it. And we came straight to the front with that first pit stop. The guy runs out. My tire carrier going around the front of the car, somebody hits the tire in his hand and the tire goes over pit wall and whatever. So we would have won that race easy, but we didn't. We would have been in the $1 million race and would have won it easy if we hadn't had problems. Next weekend, we come back out there with the same car. John freshened the motor up a little bit. We came back with the same car, same motor. And again, we're faster than everybody there. Qualified early in the sun, so we didn't do very well. I think we qualified 15th or something. At the first pit stop, we were second and coming after the leader big time. When I dropped the clutch after changed tires, the front of the rear end gear snapped off. So we're out of the race. Pushed it behind the wall. Told the guys, put another gear in this thing. We, for the sponsor's sake, we need to make laps. Let's get out there and go. So they fixed that. I think it lost 20 or 30 laps or something to do that. Come back on the racetrack. It just happened that there'd been a caution and the whole field had been come in and pitted and changed tires. So as I'm going down pit road, here comes the field. They're coming off turn 4. The leader of the race said something to, I won't say any names, said something to the NASCAR official, said, y'all tell Lake to get out of the way when we catch him. Don't hold us up. and the NASCAR official was the head guy. He's the one that told me this story. He said, I told him, he said, if you can catch him, I'll get him out of the way. They never caught me. I drove straight away from them. That was the end of it. But that week, those 2 weeks, with my own equipment, we had the whole field crushed 2 weekends in a row. Didn't win, not a thing. But it was moral victory that meant more to me than any of the other stuff that happened.
You knew you had a blanket on the field.
Oh yeah, I had the blanket. I had them all covered. No sweat. Not a problem.
Dang. That was definitely a story that's worth hearing. I appreciate you sharing that.
I've got a tray up here on my credenza thing here that's got parts in it that broke, that kept me from winning races. Stuff that the stuff woulda, coulda if it just hadn't broke, you know.
Isn't that the way it always goes?
Yeah. So when I'm going back through all this stuff here, cleaning up, straightening up, you know, it's just memories like that come back and you say, man, that was, you know, moral victories. They're just as good as the real victories, I think, you know.
Oh my gosh. So as you were coming up through karting, obviously we know the usual players, and you're getting involved, obviously, again, into more VKA events and race events in general. Where do you see the sport heading? I mean, look at it 5 years ago and look at it today. And what is it Lake Speed sees in this sport and where it's heading? And do you have any advice? Do you have any forecasting that you think should be paid attention to?
Yeah. Actually, I have. I think I've been watching it. I've never quit watching it. Even though I wasn't there, but I was still paying attention. Too involved with too many people that I've known all my life, grown up with. But you know, karting was, in my early days, it was a family sport. Then there was a group, I'm not going to say specifically, but just very in a area. The people on the West Coast, they started getting probably more serious about the karting than some of the others in the other parts of the country. So you really had the guys on the West Coast, and you had the guys up in Ohio, Indiana, up there that were real serious. Then you had a group in Florida. There was a small group in Florida that were pretty serious about it. But that was really kind of it. You know, the manufacturers, the parts makers, they were in those areas. They were the kind of the movers and shakers in karting. And karting, to me, I thought at that time was a lot of families. You know, it was young kids running, but they were generally, most of them, their dads were involved, or, you know, somebody, granddad or somebody was part of it. And then there was some, what do you want to call, tweeners, or what, I don't know what you'd call that, but people in their 20s and maybe a few in their early 30s, but most of them were in their 20s and in that range. And, you know, you had a little small trailer or you had a truck, and it didn't take a lot of equipment to go to the racetrack. You just, you know, went and had no toolbox. And of course, your pit area wasn't, if you remember your pit area,
it wasn't very big.
About 4 by 6 or something like that. And that was it, you know.
Big enough for the cart. And if you
can
didn't have a cart stand, you found a trash can.
You were just pushing the things around. So that was kind of the, you know, Do I?
We have audio. We don't have any visual.
No, I've got visual, but sometimes audio comes and goes with you.
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear. That's for sure.
Okay.
Did you
Good.
hit
All right.
a video button by accident, maybe?
Do what?
Did you hit the video button by accident, maybe?
Did I? I hadn't hit any buttons. I'm just looking at y'all. And
But you can see us.
they say, I see you fine. Yeah, perfect. It's never gone away one bit. Your voice kind of went away a little bit at one time.
I have
Like your
a
voice
black
is cutting in and out. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. That's weird.
Log off again.
Host wants to change your camera to a front camera. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You want me to hit that?
Yeah. Try.
Hit that?
Yes. Please.
Okay. Okay.
Nope. Oh, there he is.
That do anything for you?
Yes, sir.
We are back.
Okay. All right. So anyway, where I was going with that, it was kind of a more family related thing, and then things picked up, and the karting grew more, and people getting more excited about it. Got more people getting serious, and but still, mostly still family most of the time. But then when I went to Europe and came back and told everybody about what was going on over there, and that's when the Pro Series kind of me and Lynn kind of encouraged everybody to do that, and that took off somewhat. It still didn't, nothing like what the normal IKF WK stuff was doing. It was sort of brought the level up, I think, intensity, and maybe you just went away completely then. Now you came back. I'm not on there, but I see you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters or not. No voice from you.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I don't hear you at all. Nothing to say. Okay. Host wants to change your camera back to.
Yeah, let's try switching it back. Okay, now let's do this.
Okay, does that do anything different?
Now let's do.
Hold on.
Hello.
Navigating this.
Now let's.
Okay, that's the back side of my phone.
Yeah, now let's
That's what
try
I'm seeing there.
flipping it again.
I don't hear anything from you.
Hello.
Host wants to change your camera to front camera. Okay, we go back to that way.
We're back.
All right. Still, I have no audio from you.
Hello. Hello.
You have any audio from me?
We do.
Yes. Yes. Send me the text.
Let me do something here.
Can you hear us?
Turn mine all the way to wide open here on the phone. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, we hear you.
That was kind of strange. Just out of clear blue.
I don't know.
Are you on? Well, he can't hear us. Are you on the iPhone? Log out and log back in.
Hopefully he sees my. Oh, he must have.
I lost you. Now you're back. You. Anything there at all?
Can you hear us?
No, but no sound.
All right, I'm going to kick him off.
Hang on, Fox. Don't go anywhere. Go. Daniel, you can sing for us?
Forever young. I want to be forever young.
I have listened to this guy for what, half an hour now? Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
And he's back. See?
No, see.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. We can't see you.
That video. Is to leave.
It sounds like he's on crappy internet too. Are you near the Wi-Fi router? Are you near your router? Because the picture can cut off if it's experiencing lag from the connection.
Yeah, that's
Wherever you
oh dear Lord. Oh, take my headphones off.
Hmm.
No video.
Hmm.
Okay. We are experiencing technical difficulties
We are.
and are working through them at the moment.
We are.
Now, I would ask, oh my gosh. He is entertaining himself.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Lake?
Hello.
9.
Welcome to the
I
jungle.
have my laptop. I don't know where my laptop is.
Sounds like me.
I think my laptop's at home.
Hmm.
Don't eat the microphone. Do I need to bring you food?
No.
Can you hear
Okay.
me at all?
Yes, sir.
You don't hear
Yes.
me at all?
Yes.
You do hear me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to run to the house right quick and get my laptop, or
Sure.
okay?
All right.
In the meantime, no, Daniel, no. Dear Lord, no. No. So, in the meantime, Lake's going to run to the house. He's going to grab his laptop. He's going to come back. I guess we can talk about a bunch of gibberish. Obviously, we have SCUSA happening this weekend. And I know there's a little bit of drama at one of the previous events in reference to starter and kill switch buttons. And the fact that you have to have those, they don't have to be, the kill switch doesn't have to be hooked up, but it has to be present in its original state. I've had a lot of people comment about this. I don't fully understand, nor do I care to, what this was all about, other than the fact that apparently somebody complained that the rules were not being enforced per the parts that were required, and thus now the parts are required. Um, but anyway, to the best of my knowledge, this is only applicable in SCUSA. It is not something that we are seeing in road racing, and I don't believe other sanctioning bodies have um, given into this particular rule set, this change. Not to say it's not coming. I believe it is implemented at TSRS because they are affiliated with IKF, which is affiliated with SCUSA. Those of you who are attending any races throughout this weekend, if you could post those here on Facebook in the chat section, that way we can share them. And I'm happy to put them out there and give you guys some PR and maybe some free advertising. We also have an arrive and drive available for Savannah, and it is a KA 100 on a new comp cart. If you are interested in something like this, please reach out to me either on Facebook or on my personal cell phone number. If you have the number, please just send me the message, and you can also do it to our shop number, which is 601 289 9197. I had to think about that a minute. 601 289 9197. Secondly, when we do these podcasts, I'm always looking for content. If you have a club, if you have a race series, if you are a racer, if there is something that you would like me to share, a news tidbit, maybe your schedule, maybe a special event coming up at a track that you plan on attending. If you could send that to me, again, I am always happy to share those things. Lastly, let's talk about sponsorship. Sponsor slide there, Mr. Daniel. Grazie. So these are our sponsors moving forward into 2026. Tillotson Racing is back with us. If you're not familiar with the Tillotson family of racing products, they range everywhere from carburetors, carburetor rebuild kits, parts for carburetors. We're talking as far back as I can possibly imagine. I think when the first go-kart was built, it had a Tillotson on it. And somebody will probably correct me, but come on, it's tongue-in-cheek humor. But anyway, Tillotson products are amazing. We have them on our KAs, the X30s. I think I've had them on just about every foreign engine I've ever owned, with the exception of maybe an Ibea here and there, or a Mikuni. But the Tillotson products are exemplary. They are also the same family as the T4 Tillotson, which is an all-spec go-kart, including the engine. They have a 196cc engine, a 212cc engine, and the Monster 225. These are all 4 strokes. 225 cc's is the pinnacle of their T4 class. For seniors and juniors have a restricted 225. The classes for the Tillotson T4 Cup are posted at their website, and you can also find them on social media at Tillotson Racing. AKRA, American Kart Road Racing Alliance. These guys are absolutely rock stars. Van Gilder happens to be the head of the food chain there at AKRA, and he has done a lot of great things to see the sport move forward, especially in the realm of road racing. And they have a very strong dirt contingency and membership as well. I need to ask Van who he has the largest membership from. Is it road racers or dirt racers? As we all know, the dirt realm is extremely large and very popular. So I would only venture to say that they probably have a very strong contingency. AKRA is also a go-to when you're considering event insurance for a competition, practice, driving school, anything that requires competition karting. I'm sure they can either tell you about their coverages or they can direct you to someone who has coverages. Howard Stewart Racing Engines, one of the leaders, if not the leader, when it comes to 4 Cycle 206 preparation, and his stuff is absolutely amazing. Howard offers wonderful trackside service. You can find him at Track House in Mooresville. That's his home base, but you can also find Howard on the fence and in the pits at various uh, CKNA events. He was at Daytona this past year. We're always honored when we see Stewart come over to our pits and say hi. It's nice to see Howard pop his head in the tent and give us a wave. Um, they have done absolutely wonderful in growing their program. Howard also offers a very nice array of additional parts and little things that make your life much easier if you are a 2 cycle competitor. And he's always happy to answer any questions. He also has an exemplary oil that he ships with every new engine, and he is always happy to answer questions. Streeter Super Stands. I knew Larry Streeter years ago when this company first got its legs, and it's to see it around many decades later is really a cool thing to see. They are now part of the Hafner Racing Group, and Hafner, if you know anything about them, they are very popular in sprint car racing. Check them out. Streeter Super Stands. You want to roll with the best, roll with a Streeter. They have everything from the Bigfoot streeter, a tall streeter, the shorty, which is what you'll see usually in my shop. I feel sorry for Alan. He has to bend over, but I can't pick a card up on the big stands. They're too high. But streeter stands are absolutely the standard in the United States. Big wheels and tires to go through gravel and rough terrain, and sturdy enough to get you back and forth to the grid for many, many years, if not decades. I think I might still have my original streeter at my mom's house. So that probably goes back to the late '80s, early '90s, if I had to hazard a guess. Um, Drive Your Line podcast, that's our kart shop. So Drive Your Line Kart Sport is the sponsor of the Drive Your Line podcast. The DYL family includes our little media outlet, which you see here via Audio Alchemy Studios. And the Drive Your Line Kart Sport is located in Brandon, Mississippi, and you can find us at DYL Kart Sport or Drive Your Line Kart Sport. You can also find information about the podcast there. Motorsports Talent Development is exactly as it's stated. It is a motorsports talent development hub, everything from drivers to pit crew to anybody who wants to learn about engineering and how things work. We also have an in-house um, lesson program called Kart Shop Class. And this past weekend, Rhett Thomas was up from Covington, Louisiana, to teach our kids about how to put chassis on the table, what it is you're looking for, how you look for it, how do you repair it. If a chassis is out of square, you have a tweak here or there, what is it we have to do to get it back to where we need it for it to be an optimal performance on the track the next day? We also went over tires. If anybody has mounted a set of Vega reds or greens, especially a set of Vega greens, you've invented words that probably should not be repeated anywhere among sensitive ears. But nonetheless, Vega tires are our favorites for both sprint and road race. We use them when and where applicable. Vega greens are our favorite for road race. Rhett went over how to dismount, remount, and how to prepare these tires for competition. Also, while he was in the house, was a KA 100 rebuild top end, and that was very intriguing until all of a sudden it wasn't. He had a little more work he had to do to that package before he could get it prepared for the top end rebuild, and hopefully we will see that final product here soon. If you are looking for any packaging as far as new competition carts, don't be afraid to reach out to myself, Drive Your Line Kart Sport, leave a message here on Facebook. Somebody somewhere has something for sale that you can use. Any word from Mr. Lake yet? Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh. Somebody get this guy a muzzle. I do have some questions for Lake. I definitely have one here from Lake called. Hold on. Hold on.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Can you text that to me real quick and I'll be happy to. You got it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Thank you. All is not lost, fans. I promise you. Oh, dear Lord.
What's going on?
I am sending him the link again. Daniel, can you sing?
Forever young, I wanna be
Oh, dear.
forever young.
Okay, on second thought, never mind.
Oh, 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 oh. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." Begged and pleaded with. I only know the full version. I don't know the abbreviated anymore. I'm a failure. What's this?
What is what?
WhatsApp message?
From me?
I don't know.
Oh. It's probably somebody singing, "Please get rid of that cat that's screaming."
No, it's an advertisement for WhatsApp. What the frick? What the frick? All right, we're waiting for him to log in again.
I'm glad we're getting happy and smiling and laughing faces. So this is
If
quite
you're
comical.
happy and you know it,
This is what happens with Daniel's.
play your guitar so pretty
Oh.
and clean.
Please do not give up your day job.
You.
All right, Daniel, hold on.
We have something, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us here. We're having some technical difficulties here. This is a special Schwetty family recipe.
Is that like sweater weather?
No, it's Schwetty balls from Saturday
Sweaty
Night
weather.
Live. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Lake, come in, Lake. Lake. Hi, Joe.
You're listening, ladies and gentlemen. Ow! Listen up now, here I go. I'm gonna rap real slow.
Oh my gosh. Please, Lake.
Yeah.
Please find the link. Save me.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Daniel, we're down to like 3 views. Thanks.
We got 8 people watching right now. We got 8 people holding on right now. That's right.
By a thread.
8 people. Did he get his laptop?
He went to the house and did get his laptop. Nice thing to link.
We're waiting. Oh, what's this? Someone.
See?
Yeah, Brandon. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Brandon Schott. By the way, Brandon Schott's gotta be Lake Speed's biggest fan.
Probably.
I can say that without a doubt.
Yes.
He is Mr. Lake Speed's biggest fan.
Yes.
Bruce Shank, hello. Thank you for joining our mayhem. We are trying to get Mr. Lake back on. He's having a few technical difficulties here in the shop office. So we are hoping that he can. There he is.
Nope.
Oh, darn.
Nope. That's just Brandon Schott shooting his shot. Ah, hey! I knew it, John. All right. Here we go. Ready for the drop? Here we go. I don't think they can hear the song. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a really groovy song playing right now. Let's do a little.
Oh, wait, Lake's calling.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I sure sent it, sir. You might have an issue with your internet there.
Tell you what it is.
Hold on one second. I can resend it to your phone if that will help you.
It's the hydraulic emission regulated vertical speed indicator. That's what this is.
I did just send it back to your phone as a text message.
See those guns? Yeah. Gang, gang.
Brandon shot Flex Forest Christy. Daniel, just say no. Just
Can everyone hear it? We're doing good here.
I think our viewers went up.
Hell yeah,
I
they
probably
did.
shouldn't tell you
Oh,
that.
what do we got here?
Hey!
Durka, Durka, Durka. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us so good?
I don't think my mic's on.
It is.
It is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have no volume
iPhone
from Lake.
microphone.
I hear something.
You there? Can you hear us? Hello?
Can you hear us, Lake?
I don't know if you hear me or not, but
We hear you, yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Just getting shot down here.
Bummer. Alan, nothing like seeing tech service operate live.
That's right.
Leave it to my husband to be Mr. Obvious.
The brilliant thing is we still have 10 people hanging on to this
I
live stream right now.
No. They're as desperate as we are for something to do.
I love it.
Yes. We have friends.
About to start singing again.
Oh, dear gosh, no.
Oh, yeah. I hear his laptop working very, very hard.
I hear the fan.
It's trying to do something.
Well, I've not gotten anything. No email. No, this doesn't make sense.
Are you on your laptop now? Oh, yeah, you can't hear us. This is very entertaining.
Yes, I'm on my laptop, but I don't have any information about it. Nothing's come on the laptop. No email, nothing.
But
I'm just got only thing I got is did you on the telephone, but it's just sitting there. It says privately talk with the host and other guests, and it says live up there in the top left corner. Got a countdown 53 something. I don't know if that's minutes or seconds. I guess it's minutes. It just offers leave or no other thing. Oh, you can see me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
We can hear you. I can't hear you. I don't get anything from you.
Well, shoot.
Shoot, indeed.
This is bizarre. Move to another location in the house here and see if it gets any better.
In the meantime, we're going to take a quick tour of Lake Shop, apparently, to another location, undisclosed. Our next podcast here in a couple of weeks, we are going to be sitting down with AKRA President Van Gilder and WKA.
I guess we're just going to have to try this again some other time.
Yeah.
This is just not working. There's nothing happening anywhere I go. Sorry.
So I just sent Lake a message that I'm going to give him a call.
I never did get an email from you, on my laptop. Never got an email on my laptop. Okay.
All right. Well, now we don't have.
And he's gone. So anyway, I went ahead and told Lake that I would give him a call as soon as we're finished, and I will get him rescheduled. He's actually very accommodating, and we're thankful to be able to have him on when and where we can. Please send me any of the questions that you have for Lake. I got yours, Wayne, and we will get those answered. Jeff Metters, I could not tell you, but we will work through the issue. And I think that when we had him on last time, we had just minor glitches here and there with some of his coverage, but we were able to work through it without too much of a hassle. If you guys have any questions for Lake, please let me know. And I would love to pass those on to him.
Yeah,
And
next time we'll make sure that he's on with his laptop. And we'll
Yes.
we'll test it. And
yes,
run
and he
through
was
it.
on with his laptop before.
I
'cause
do believe so. Yes,
we went for a walk through the shop. Remember?
We did. We
Took
did.
the whole computer with him.
We did indeed.
Guys, I apologize for any technical difficulties that we had, and we will work through those with him. If you would like to see anybody specific on our podcast, please let me know. You can get a hold of myself. You can get a hold of Daniel Anderson here on Facebook. And he is booking out now for weddings. If you need a wedding singer or somebody that is
Absolutely.
entertaining, back to our sponsors, Tillotson Racing, AKRA, American Kart Road Race Alliance, Streeter Super Stands, roll with the best, roll with a Streeter, and Stewart Racing Engines, providing the best in four-cycle technology and performance. Motorsports Talent Development.com is your place for drivers, mechanics, and skill sets utilized within the motorsports realm. And of course, Drive Your Line Kart Sport is the driving force for everything that I do here. And I make sure that I plug our company shamelessly. Thank you for joining me for the Drive Your... Oh, wait.
Oh.
Is he back?
Oh.
Wait, we're not gone yet. Hold on.
Hello? Can you hear us?
I see myself
Hello.
over here.
Hello.
I don't have any sound from y'all.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We will come back to Lake at another time. Guys, enjoy your night. And again, I apologize greatly.